Well, hello there trainers, greetings, KuroBlitz here, welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing with the records of the Laqua library with the second half of my tweets from Anipoke of 2021, and this is going to be very interesting. Let's see what I was, doing in terms of, the last second half of, that year. Let us see, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Jirachi was like in the magazine with other Pokemon. We knew we were gonna get the Latios thing, and we had like Jirachi there, and I was very interested to see what they were going to do because it's a steel type. So why is it are we going to see Jirachi with Deoxys later on because it's space? But apparently that really never happened. And honestly, I do kind of agree with this. Like, I feel like if they give a Jimmy some Hoenn Pokemon, he could have battled Ash instead of Harrison. Because Harrison doesn't really matter. What matters is Blaziken. And even then, I feel like, the Hoenn Pokemon would have been a lot better. But I do appreciate, I think if anything, Jimmy should have defeated Harrison. But no, it's John Dixon who defeats Harrison, but whatever. Bro, this would have been so cool. Like, Raikou importance in the anime. And then Dawn returned and people were so hyped for this. Yo, I really wanted for Dawn to get Rayquaza, really? Bro. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this was a cool reference. Dawn doesn't change her team. She doesn't even obtain any new Pokemon. Yeah, I do like the seal. They have like the seal, but not the capsule for the seal. It's crazy. Barry never returns. Yamper is not even present. That pisses me off, really. Hippolyta and Theseus, the guys and the girl. Okay. Bro. We never get flashbacks when Dawn is there. And yeah, the Ninetales was freed. Bro, they revealed Dazzling Gleam in episode 73? 72? But Gengar only uses it in 99. Bro, this was like, the leak of the century by the proper anime staff with recap episodes. Kinda crazy. Yeah, the similarities between Chloe and Dawn. Both are pressured to be like their parents. They have several Dawn had several rivals with evolutions. Dawn was the first co-protag before Dawn met Iris and Gary, who Go already met. BDSP promo with Eternal City. They were meant to go to Eternal City. We never really see them be in Eternal City. And poor Ambipom, bro. They are in Vermilion City, but poor Ambipom. Bro. He doesn't even copycat Piplup's bite. We get Iris in one spring, Dawn in 2 summer, but poor May. Because of Kaori. Poor Kaori. We never get we should have got Max episodes. Bro, how come we don't get Max episodes? Let Max work without May. Honestly, this would have been so cool because, Light, yeah. Oh my god, Trey. We never see Ball Guy in Journeys either. Bro, Viz Media was hyping up Dawn's return too. This is not Scorching Sands, bro. Leon's learned that. Lucario is not even in this special, bro. The only time we see Lucario in Sinnoh is when he gets kidnapped by the other Rockets in the 2-parter of the Algenpalkia. Bruh. They go to Eternal City with Professor Oak's. Yeah, but then that doesn't really pay off now, does it? That doesn't really pay off. AU, where Leon's interest in Ash comes from the fact that Ash congratulated Lance in his battle performance, and Lance's recognition is what makes Leon see Ash's true champion potential, leaving him to re-challenge some Kanto gyms in normal class matches for... Oh my god. Dude, I was cooking with this. We never get a Galarian Star Tournament. No. We never get any of that. Concept: Ash becomes the world champion in the end of Gen 8 by defeating Leon, but he's still around in Gen 9 as the Journeys trio is now fully... I really wanted this to be a second OS. He won't battle much, but every time he does, it's like every 10 or so episodes, and it would be a spectacle because it's all masterclass titled of... Bro. It would have been cool to see Giovanni use a Mega Evolution. But yeah, you know, I really wish we see Gozu again with Aggron and then Giovanni with Beedrill. That would be cool. Yo, if they had Surd in this special as an Anipoke bro, it would have been so cool. $5 on how this dude lost in the off-screen prelim. Yo, the E-Tran trainer. Bro, the E-Tran trainer is crazy. Stefan entering the... everyone is a pillar. Bro. People, yo, Iris is here, Dawn is here, bring Serene, and I'm like, what about my boy Scott? What about my... Yo, the Alola prologue. Bro, yeah, like... Yo, the Tracy character in Alola, it's crazy. Fandom, we want X and Y journeys. Okay, here's Karina. No, we want more X and Y journeys. Hold for Project Mew then? No, we want more. Fine, here's Serena, I guess. Where's Clement and Bonnie? There's no satisfying. Yeah, there's no satisfying you. Bro, I was cooking with this. How long should have... Yo. Ash had a 6th slot always open in Kalos. He could have rotated some mons. Saving her for last. Is she the last? No, it's Misty. Yeah. It's Misty who's the last one. Watch Anipoke Journeys, Year 3, cram everyone in the end like how they did with Alola. Not even, bro. We never get a second Walls Cup. I do like how... Wait, I can see the personal want to have more X and Y rap. Especially because we got Karina and Journeys. Yeah, but like... Yeah, if you... Like, oh, we want Karina, now we want more. Like, there were other people that Ash traveled with in 5 or so more episodes. And you don't see people asking for them. Just feels disingenuous. I think it would be cool if, you know, someone had, you know, Trash Wormadam. It's my favorite of the Wormadam. It's that, then it's Sandy Cloak, and it's the normal one. Bro, no one res Finion in this show. Yo, Grookey gets Wazowski. That's funny. It should have continued to get more. The Coordinator Carnival should happen every 4 years like the Olympics, so that the current maximum of top 16 coordinators in Poke... Yeah, man, the Coordinator Carnival is never really established. We know that contest masters are a thing, but it's like, man, what the hell? Kenny and Conway sharing a banner is funny, bro. Because it kind of paints Conway as Kenny's Pokemon. All versions of Barry meets or interacts with Crash Awake, and the anime didn't because he's introduced after that fight. Dawn never gets these. Two-parter specials tend to do well. Yeah, but not Journeys'. Not Journeys'. This guy should have been Archer, bro. This should have been Team Rocket and Matori. Bro. Yeah, Alexa has a photo of Mew in her journal. Badge 5 would end with Dawn special. Make them fight? No, only Ash and Leon matter. Only Ash and Leon. Yo, Chad Feclease. Chad Feclease, man, bro. Chad Feclease, my homeboy. Oh my god, not the family meme. Yo, Mewtwo was crazy, bro. October merch. Arceus. Well, no, it was just a silhouette. It was just a silhouette. Yeah. Man, this is why I don't like Ash's Journey's team. They're not his Pokemon. They are not his Pokemon. Yo, go with Darkrai would be crazy. Go with Darkrai would be crazy. The failing sphere. I still continue to believe this. Like, they should have given, like, bro, Swampert is the most, like, there are characters with Swampert. There are just not main characters with Swampert. All leaks prior to Kalos take place in their game locations, but Lumio's didn't, because it was to fit the plot. Kinda crazy how they built a new stadium just to withstand the power of Mega Evolution. Like like it's Hoopa and the Cringe of Ages will never top the Platinum Arc of Adventures. Just legendaries. Just legendaries. Man, this is so funny. Ash doesn't train Ash doesn't train Gigantamax. Heck, we see Leon G-Max Rillaboom and then Cinderace. He doesn't G-Max Sintel and G-Max Cinderace. Not even Go G-Max Cinderace. Go is given a Dynamax band and only uses once. Silver showing up in Journeys would be amazing if we have a Let's Go Johto game. Great way to overall end Team Rocket narrative. Giovanni telling his son to scout powerful trainers in the World Tournament. And he and Ash spar. Oh man, this would have been so cool. This would have been Ash fighting Owo under the wing of Giovanni's son, bro. Bro, the Colosian Paul meme is funny. Yeah, Buck should be special defense, and if they were to make like a game Conway would be the defense guy. Yeah. Journeys took a lot from Sun and Moon. Yo, here's how LM could make easy money next year. Phil in one movie to meet Glastrier and Rita in the other to meet Spectrier, and you have like Calyrex. You link Calyrex's blue aura to the Illumina phenomenon. That would be so cool with the crystal blooms. Bro, would have been so cool. Yeah, like Todd shows up like 8 months before his game in the anime. Kinda crazy. Oh yeah, and then the movie was in DVD. Ash talks about his dad. I don't care. I do care about this. Like Ash's Turtwig being a fusion, conceptually, of his first 2 starters. Yo, even the AU movie had Jigglypuff. Crazy. If Journey's Cerise Labs was in Motostoke, I still think Koharu with Flareon would be cool. Pretty bro, so funny. Dawn should have had Ladian as a tie-in, as a counterpart to the Ariados, yeah. Like, and the Wallace Cup that she went after the fact was in Blackthorn and Johto. So it's like, yeah, get that Ladian girl. Lei Kukui would get a shiny later. Desert Island, what was this about? It was not Pokepelago, it was like a random catching race, which was cool, but it was not Pokepelago. Alola loves their racing events. We never saw Psychium Z in the anime. Koharu doesn't meet Volkner, who has a Jolteon. It's so crazy. The girls are Elite Four in the game. Yeah. This would have been cool, like, if they did like the World Tournament from Black and White 2, like the people, Ash would have rebattled Norman, battled Jasmine, and battled Misty. Honestly, way better than the people that he fought. Well, B is okay, but the rivalry is ass. Marnie, poor girl. Raihan gets shafted. And Drazna, poor Drazna. Honestly, yeah, if not for Lapras, Shiny Drampa would fit her. Would fit Iris a lot. Yeah, we see Drifloons in the anime because the episode aired on a Friday. Different versions of Jubilife City. Yo, Ash forgot Ice Punch, bro. Goes next to Alolan Pokemon. Yo, they travel so fast, bro. Why are these people traveling so fast? Back then it took 22 episodes for a route. Yeah, they have similarities. This was cool, like the connection in the magazine, like a little bridge. The little bridge was cool. Bruh, Chloe defeating a Rhydon. I really hope that whatever Pokemon egg, bro, was goddamn Piplups. Was Piplups. This would have been so cool, like going to Fuchsia, meeting Janine, like, bro, would have been so cool, especially after meeting Dawn. Oh, I bet all the gym leader wants to in the past. And then Go does the Safari Zone. This would have been so awesome. Yo, Richie would have G-Maxed Butterfree if he was to battle. Okay, let's see. Regards to Glaceon, yeah, I don't recall what it... Oh, the Glaceon was Regina. Yeah, it was Regina, the Glaceon thing. They continue with Fairy Tales for Chloe. And then they got the Piplups. Cynthia returns in October. Yo, Fusion Strike style would have been amazing for Go. Like Dawn returns. And then they immediately reveal another thing. Yeah, and people gotta realize when the Japanese are saying seasons, they're talking about, you know, around, meaning traditional, not as is. When they say seasons, they are adhering to their lunar calendars. Go never got any of these months. Red and green. Good old Boldor. What was this? Cynthia versus Leon in Masters 8. It's broke. Never happened. Cool. Cynthia and Leon versus Dialga and Palkia. To do battle, yeah. Because I think it's gonna, you know, show up like later. Yeah. Apparently when Ash came back to the Great Class. Bro, this is so crazy. Ash's jumps are so crazy, bro. Bro, yeah, because the tournament this would have been such a cool plot point to explore. It's the fact that the world tournament starts and like 15 episodes later, Raihan is already number 7. So it's like, was Raihan spamming Gigantamax with Duraludon and inadvertently fueling Rose's power plant without knowing? That would have been such a cool plot point. He's ranked so high so early because he's spamming the mechanic in his own gym. But that is helping, you know, Macrocosmos. Like, that would have been so awesome to explore. This was the thing. Because it's like, oh, Dialga and Palkia are going to be in Journeys. And I was like, I kinda don't want it to be in Sinnoh though. There are other places. They are the space-time Pokemon. They could show up anywhere and anywhen. This would have been so cool if the BDSP Winter Special wasn't in Sinnoh. It would have been so cool. And then, you know, Cerise gets a Piplup. Gets a lot of Piplups, actually. Yeah, this is funny. Watching Journeys is like seeing a political debate. It's just me looking at a dumpster fire seeking for a small glance of hope. Yeah. Bro, shout out to that Nurse Troy, though. Go never reunites with the wolf, and neither does Ash. Really feels like movie. This is what I want, but it won't happen because... This is what I want, but it won't happen because it makes sense. Yeah, this is Journeys in a nutshell, bro. This is goddamn Journeys in a nutshell. Bro. We never get rivals. If Motor Drive cancels Z move, he will... No, not even static. Ash should have swapped the Z move to, you know, go with Breakneck Blitz. Like, switch to the normal. Switch to the normal, man. Switch to the goddamn normal. Because Pikachu defeated Electivire before, so what was the point of doing it again? Hey mom, I need you to send me something. It would have been cool. It would have been so cool to see other Z moves in Journeys that are not 10 million volt Thunderbolt. Because Ash is the Alola champion. Represent the region not just with Z moves, my dude. Not just with Z moves. This is crazy, man. We never see the Sword and Shield twins. Alder is never there. He's only watching Iris fight. Yeah, no. Well, Corona was cool. Hoji returns, and then so did Tokyo, so that was cool. Yeah, bro. Dawn got a doppelganger. Chloe meets Dawn. Chloe gets a doppelganger. Kinda crazy. Yeah, continuing on with the fairy tale thing. Princess and the Pauper. Jesus. Jesus. Cautiously excited, always. Poor Marnie and repeat. This is the only time we see Orbital in the anime. It's a sequence. Ghost should have gotten Orbital, bro. Poor bro. Can you imagine if Ash lost to How? Not to How, to Hop? Bro. Oh yeah, they do... Man, they had a lot of recaps. Holy moly. Yo, Gengar doesn't even get a win, bro. Gengar doesn't get a win in the Volkner fight. Lucario gets a win and it ties because Lucario cannot lose. Gen 9 will be interesting. Go to the Italian Valley. There's no such thing. Shh. Go to the Italian Valley, bro. What was this? What was this? Oh yeah, because Ghost Starter was single strike and the others were rapid strike. Bro, imagine if Go returned to the Battle Frontier. Flint is not even the commentator in the bleachers with Go. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, this is because, you know, the manga spoiled Italian, bro. The manga spoiled Italian. Neat. Iris sent a lantern, Voltner sent an email, yeah. Yeah. Good on you, Samurai. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if BDSP gives us the return of Z moves, since Let's Go gave us the return of Megas, and the Z moves would act like, you know, Arceus's plates. Yeah, no. We never even see Lucar, bro, because it's Platinum. This was before the episode ranked. I was doing the average, and then Ash got in 64th. Bro, would have been cool to see all of these characters and all of these... Yo, let me see. Ash's team and Alder's team. Pikachu and Excelgor are speedsters, Dragonite and Radigan are dragons, Gengar and Vanillux have chill bodies, Volcarona and Lucario are sun associated, Surfetch and Excavalier are knights, Dracovish and Buffalant are big-headed. Yeah, man, Alder Light, like early Journey's Ash, was so cool. Yo, I gotta rewatch some of the Poké-Chat episodes, like, later. These were always fun. What was this about? Yeah, bro. Jesus. Like, what was this? Yeah, Drizzile doesn't go with go, bro. Prozac pills. Yeah, stop being depressed. Eat some Prozac. Rare candy. Bro, this is absolutely crazy. Go getting a Pichu, and yo, honestly, it would be cool if Go got a Pichu. Torterra gets more respect in the flashback. It's honestly, this is... Oh, I fucking love this, bro. I love this a lot. Can you guys imagine? Can you guys imagine? Like, Gengar against Drifblim, Lucario against Steelix, and Z-Move Pikachu against Mega Lopunny. Like, Flint is in Elite 4, but imagine if, you know, Ash defeats Flint with his non-fire types, and therefore he never really defeats Infernape. Honestly, best approach possible. Brain and Brawn will be cool. Both kids with a Braviary, honestly, yeah. Yeah, we got the Legends Arceus trailer, man. Paul Zursaring is now able to use the Nivea Light. That's crazy. Oh yeah, the Temple Maiden kinda looks like the Pearl Clan. Bro, we never really see anything Legends in Journeys. Bro. Bill is about to get the glow up of the century. And we never see Bill again. Yeah, I was averaging on 63, it was 64, so I guess that, you know, yeah, because it divides. So for Ash to be 64, then Voltner went to... So Voltner loses, but he still has a higher ranking. This is why the seed swap system would be so much better. This move ignores the ability's target. Yeah. So the thing is that 10 million Volt Thunderbolt in the anime, it's ignoring abilities just for the sake of Ash winning. And I was like, this only is applicable to the Z moves of the legendaries. Is Ash Pikachu on crack though? Bro, Ash's Pikachu was on some crack, some legendary blessing crack. Ayo. I didn't edit, I have to bookmark it and see it later. Rotom Drone, my bro is unable to battle. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Like the badge itself, today's battle was a beacon of hope. Boo! Boo past me, boo! Fourth time. Jesus Christ. Dunsparce gets an evolution, not in Isui, but he gets an evolution. Since participants in the masterclass can challenge each other, imagine if Ash arrives early and then gets a chance to, you know, fight Lance. Yeah, if Ash arrived early, but no. Pokemon Journeys nowadays, Diamond and Pearl Season 2. Ah man, honestly, good times. Yeah, dude, the last time Pikachu activated Static was in 2012. He made Charizard bow. Yo, if Charizard was paralyzed, Ash would have won. We need Static, bro. Bro, Static is absent in 3 seasons and a half. And the epilogue. Man. Alan with not... Pheasant is cool, but imagine Alan with something other than Pheasant. When Tony's in the great class, but Viscas is still in normal. Yep. They have like an accurate size Noctowl for once. Poor Cubone. Yeah, bro. Bro, poor Cubone indeed, bro. Like, Jesus, man, poor Cubone. Before Inteleon leaves. Yeah, because like Inteleon gets caved during 16 episodes. That's Gumi's whole arc. While Gumi was having growth and development, Drizzile was in the cave. Depressed. Boxed. That's the closest to a Pokemon box. The Callum boys. The Callum boys for life, bro. I do find this funny. Like, you know, like the Pokemon that Halan gets, they are, you know, caught around or associated with Team Flare targets. And even the places that we see being targeted, like these are places that Team Rocket targeted. Like Glittering Cave, they kidnapped Auroras. Power Plant, Pokeball Factory, Frost Cavern, like they use the Team Flare locations of the games for Team Rocket stuff. Inteleon, no. Still, yeah. Well, Inteleon works if Go didn't got Cinderace, I will say that. But I love Cinderace. Bro. And when you're a professor but you don't give starters to train, yeah, basically Professor Oak. Misty with Totodile would be cool. Yeah, all of the Pokemon are Moonlight, are with the night. Yeah, because Ursaring, Moon, Noctowl, Nocturnal, yeah. And you know, Spinarak. Yeah. Yeah, Ariados, it's, yeah. Rock types are just built different. Yeah, bro, rock types, bro. Bro. Yo, fucking clairvoyance, cause Eevee's like, where is Chloe? Oh! And then they find her. Like, bro, like fucking Eevee having clairvoyance, like she has the dimensional scream from Mystery Dungeon 2. It's like it's like a vision from Raven. Yeah, they did have Drip though. I will say that. They did have Drip. It old Univalor Volcarona was said to be a Pokemon of legend that was a replacement for the sun during sandstorms to make them. Yeah, and Asahi means morning sun. Granted, in the anime this was for the Meteorite, but we know what happened with the Meteorite. Episode 80 of the most 3 recent shows. It's Go clearing a Project Mew mission, it's Lily getting a Z Crystal, and it's Serena getting her first Princess Key. Honorary mention for achievements wise goes to AG80 because Taylor evolved, and Ash gets a Poke Ringer W. Way better than trash ass Sky Battles. Yo, Raihan does this, like when he's, you know, like doing this, like with the cake, like bring in the storm, bring in the storm, bring the storm, bro. Raihan is funny, bro. Raihan is so funny. He deserved way better. Raihan deserved way better. The Mega Island. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the Mega Island where the lookout. It's in the Lapidarian Highlands. Nope. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. It's not in the Lapidarian Highlands. It would. Imagine Ash battling Bruno and Lorelei for those Mega Stones. Oh, the one from Heracross, and yeah, it would be cool if they were in X and Y. They do go to an island. Yeah, I still have to believe it was in the Azure Bay. It kinda had to be in the Azure Bay to get a boat from Shalor. It kinda had to be... Yeah, it kinda has to be in Azure Bay. Bro, but Halan, when that... The thing is that we're like... Man, that island is crazy. That island is so crazy, bro. Bro, this would have been so cool. This right here... Bling bling. Bling bling, bro. Yeah, this was the moment. Like, you know, this is like Veronica Taylor's last send-off, bro. It's Ash telling Pikachu that he loves him. So sweet. Yo, my boy Holucha! My boy Holucha! The original Aura farmer. And speaking of Aura, that veil from episode 39, bro. Lucario is so cool when he's using Aura, but in this specific way. Only in this specific way. Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do a Footprints episode. They do a Blue Balls episode. In more ways than one. I feel like this is basically like a Twitter discourse analogy. People like the same things, but they are, just being all pedantic and, trying to supersize the super fan itself. And the fact that it's blue. Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is what I wanted for Mega Island to be. A result of Team Flare experimenting with the Z2 stuff. With Bloony-chan. Bro, this is what Mega Island should be. And, bro, imagine Greninja being in a Mega Island. Yo, that would have been crazy. Yeah, he gets Virizion, I guess. I personally think there's some charm to the fact that X and Y's narrative is self-contained. Yeah, I explained this before. Yeah. Yo, Shiny Shinx. Yeah, okay, I like Shiny Shinx. Honestly, if I love the Mega Glove, but it's very Corina coded, and I really like how Ash has a Mega Glove, because Ash needed gloves in general, period. However, it would be cool if he had a Mega Bracelet instead of a Mega Ring. If anything, Alan should return with a Mega Bracelet because of Steven. Why did Alan return with the same exact Mega Ring that was siphoning Mega Evolution energy? The one that he gave Officer Jenny for inspection. Why does he return with the same... Bro, Alan should return with this. Watch. Watch. There's gonna be a tweet later that I may say that as well. Bring back Suicune. Nope. Bro, nope. Yo, we got like the Machamp trailer. Bro, this was crazy. Yeah, this is like Ghost only Sinnoh Pokemon. It's Mantike. It's crazy. It was the sealed chambers, bro, because, bro, it was, but it wasn't, but it was. Oh my god. Oh, and then we get like, bro, I see, yo, because he was going with the Mantike, and we see like the Remoraid's and the Rel. Oh my goodness, it would have been so cool if it was like that. It would have been so cool, man. Let us see what, yeah, Ash getting TCG cards for his mons. Yo, Misty, what the fuck? Yo, Ash was getting that bling, bro. Ash was getting that bling. Bro. Yeah, okay, yeah. My secret is to enjoy the ride and see my predictions more as jokes than actually believing that they'll happen. And actually, that's like the thesis of these podcasts. Same for Anipoke, I don't trust the writers, only my imagination. And you should too, dear viewer. If I get something right, that's just a bonus. If you don't have fun with Pokemon, then what's the point? A lot of people like to hate watch, that's the point. Yo, 2 years. Then we got Ancestor characters, and Ash futurely training Gigantamax, and they are on Mega Island. Yeah, Karina went with them, and you know Ash gets the gloves. We were like zooming in, like very, very zooming in. Bro. Yo, would be cool if Go had Sableye. Now Uruto has it, and that's awesome. Kanto Elite 4 Lance. Yeah, they were still calling Lance in Elite 4. They were still calling Lance an Elite 4, bro. Let's see. I'm seeing a pattern here. What's the pattern? Past me. Ash won versus Viscus, Corina, Iris, and Voltner in their home regions. Ash is Cantonian. B isn't. That's why she won in Saffron. None of them are Jotonian. That's why they got a tie in Cyanwood. The next battle will be in Galar. Yeah, Ash always beats the people in their region, bro. Kind of humiliating if you really think about it. Yo. Bro, Pikachu, stop being a glutton, fuck. Yeah, bring the storm! My bet is that the COTD girl once had a Cleffa. Dude, how is this plot so fucking predictable, bro? For a filler episode. Yeah, why is the PWC logo in this? Bro, why was the PWC logo in that, bro? Choodle? Choodle, really, Choodle. Bro, and I did a video on that. I did a video on this. I did a great video on this. This special movie is 8... Oh, now it's 12. It's reaching 12 years since Origins. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. But now that we are in October, the video is at half point. Yeah, the reason why Ash doesn't age. He broke the clock, he stopped time. He stopped it at 4 AM. Like, he stopped it at 4 AM. And you know, Satoshi, number 4, that's why he gets the 4th starter. Bro. Absolutely crazy. Brock with Shiftry would be cool if May didn't got any starters and she got the Ludicolo for, you know, dancing in contests and stuff. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, Gary should have lost to Ricci like in the manga. Pokemon Journeys. Yeah, like, what's the point of this show? We don't know either. What's the point? We don't know. Yo, Counter Shield in OS. Counter Shield in OS. Let's go. Let's go, Charmander. Amber that fucker. We never got Thwacky. We never got Thwacky. Bro. This was a cool idea of, you know, making shadow versions of the Pokemon with unknown illusions. That was neat. Very much underutilized, but neat. The Murkrow was asleep because it was daytime, but the flowers didn't bloom because the illusion blocked sunlight. Jesus. Jesus. It is cool that, you know, Cynthia is like in a city near the ruins of Alph. I do think it's cool. Yo, this little girl had Pyron Mid. They got amazing VAs for the most... No, 20th anniversary, we see Misty and Brock. No, we saw it in near the 26th for MPM. Oh, Watu the Watcher. Watu the Watcher. Bro, these toys and these magazines were so fake. These were so fake. Oh yeah, Bill had Mewtwo in his lighthouse. And Go never meets Bill. He never meets Leaf. We never talk about Jesse's mom. Yo, Ash's Primeape would have destroyed Tobias because he can't fall asleep. What's this? Kukui's 6th Mon. Incineroar, Masked Royal, Braviary, in-game Kahili connection because of Flying type. Okay, Lucario fighting because of Hala. Venusaur Grass because of Tapu Bulu, Empoleon. Yeah, it should be something related to Tapu Lele or Guzma. So it would be like Bug or Psychic or... Oh, okay, this was my idea. Yeah! This was my idea. To debut a Gen 8 Mon early, honestly I can see Kukui with an Orbeetle. I still believe it's Snorlax. Not Pelipper or Shiny Greninja, those were memes. But man, we will never know. We will never know. I do like this. Like the Tapus being animals, right? We got birds with Coco because it's a rooster. We have fish with Feeny because it's a swordfish. We get mammals with Bulu because it's a bull. And we get bugs with Lele because it's a butterfly. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. Yo, go with Rillaboom. Yeah, Project Mew fucked this kid up, bro. Notice how he evolves the starters before joining the project, or actually starting to do missions. Yeah, the Regirock was in Route 111. Ash gets 3 evolutions in Unova gyms, and then he loses to Cameron because he evolves his Riolu in the battle too. Bro, I'm still on the Kingler agenda. I will always be on the Kingler agenda, bro. 8-year-old me believing that Grovyle would have evolved. Yo, that would have been crazy against Katie's Walrein. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Yeah, we never see Bolt Hunt, bro. I like Bolt, because the thing is that I'm not really a fan of Bolt Hunt because the anime never showed it, the cards are ugly, and the game model is trash. But this is from Iwane, and I'm like, man, I kind of wish we saw Bolt Hunt now. I know we saw it in the Coco movie and you know, in the wild area of Horizons, but it's like, Ash should have battled Lance. Fuck Steven, bro. All of the Japanese girls wanting to husbando the shit out of him is why he battled Ash. The Fujos are the bane of this anime's existence. We see Erika. She doesn't have blue hair like in her old days. It's the gamification of the anime. Ash's Lucario is the Usopp. What was my indicative with this? Was it because I don't even know what the indicative of this was. It was probably a joke. Because Usopp is cool. Lucario is not. Bro, bloat max. Pokemon journeys in the Gintama effect, bro. How 2021 changed journeys for the worst. It would have been so cool. Like, okay, real talk. Can you imagine? It's in Vermilion, but the Galar gym leaders are there as the Shinsengumi. And then you see like the trio, like Shinpachi and Kagura being like Go and Chloe being like Shinpachi and Kagura, learning from a veteran trainer that's Ash. And then, you know, Katsura would be like, yeah, bro, why didn't Journeys learn from Gintama? Just make memes out of anything, but when shit is to hit the fan, it hits the fan hard. Because all of the other Pokemon shows did this. Yeah, okay, I need, yeah. Again, Shiny Lapras for Iris, a Pokken reference. Yeah, this was because, you know, what's his name? Masaki Iwane was drawing Hop. So they were planning for Hop to show up. It's also because in Japan it was Hop Day. Bro, Hop in the Isle of Armor would be so cool. Look at this team for Hop. Like, dude, the new Nando, that's right. Hop could have been a rival for both Fashion Go. But nope. 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 Then we get Mega Island. Binary. No, it wasn't Binary, it wasn't Sinnoh, it wasn't May. I like Regina. Regina's like one of the best characters of the day in that show. Like, Regina's like peak character of the day. Yo, we got paralyzed. Man. This Lucario is an absolute fraud. This was cool. This was a cool reference from the Holland Islands. Like from the Holland Islands, this was a cool reference. I want a Meg. Oh, Dragonite, you got it, buddy. You finally got it. You finally got it, buddy. This was cute. Like the Tri-Attack. So it is in Azure Bay. It has to be in Azure Bay. Bro, Ash gets one episode to obtain the Mega Stone and has no hurdles. Bro, because their bond is too strong. Don't you like when they're so strong? Bro. Karina had 7 episodes to deal with that. Ash's Mega Lucario using Aura Sphere thanks to its adaptability after being power boosted by... Yo, it didn't have Justified, bro. It did not have Justified, bro. The Galarian gym leaders being the battle frontier. Bro, what was I cooking? What was I cooking? I was burning the kitchen, bro. Yo, I would like to see Go as one of Gherkin's Mega Evolution successors, though. Man, this is why Ash should have battled Maylene. This is why Ash should have battled Maylene. Yo, yeah. Bro, James would retire from Team Rocket if he spent some time with Chloe. Like in the cave episode. Bro, DVD covers are bangers. And then we have like Quilava, and man, the Quilava filler before the Johto League is so ass, man. Then you got like these Swedish DVD covers, so crazy. Ash would turn 12 in the Celebi movie, 13 in Lucario, 14 in Arceus, 15 in Keldeo, and then he would be 16 in the Hoopa one. Yeah. Karina's Lucario sparring with Beast Pangoro is amazing since both fighting. Yeah, so I feel like what Ash's Lucario had with Grab Locked, Karina's had with Beast Pangoro. That's what I like to tell myself. That's what I like to tell myself. Again, making faces and emotes it's not equating to a personality. I can make this. I can make this. I can make this. Does this tell you anything about my personality? No. Ash's Lucario does not. His personality is winning. Like Royce's is being shiny. That's their personality. I do like how Karina went to Laver to get sweets for B. That is sweet. It's knockoff. Well, no, it was a knockoff. It was some Bullet Punch. I don't recall what it was. Oh, it was Bullet Punch. There it is. It's because it's not glowing. So I don't think it was Bullet Punch. Bro. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. Shinzo sasage yo, ide no sasage yo, I'm gonna stop because of copyright. Bro, they make Looker look incompetent by having the admins on loose, but Kairon is still on the run. Because BDSP is not platinum, bro. Fuck this game synergy bullshit. It ruined the anime. It stripped anime of its identity. Lucario with Straining Ash, that's funny. That's hilarious past me. I want for Chloe to give the Water Stone to Lana. No. If anything, Misty should have done that. Misty, what the fuck? We never got to see G-Max Eevee. Holy shit, this show is so trash. This show was so trash, bro. Kenny lost in the prelims because he tried to one-up Ash by getting a Buizel and evolve it, bro. We never go back. We never go back to Slumbering Weld. And Go never gets a Blip Bug. Absolutely ridiculous. What did I wrote? This tournament's ranking system is rigged as hell. It is. Dude, poor Surfetch never gets a revenge. He never gets a revenge. What the hell? She looked like an AU Lily. She kinda looked like an AU Lily. Bring them back. They do de-evolve. Not like this, but they do de-evolve. That's the thing with space-time shit. They only use it to de-evolve Pokemon and to regress humans to kids. Why not do it further? Like, it's a space-time thing. Do the other way around. Have Rillaboom for a moment. Show us an adult Ash, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Like, even Wakfu, that French anime, that weeaboo, but it's wee with as in yes, like, bro. Rip Force Palmelo Steel Beam. Yeah, cause Steel Beam is a move that you learn when you are a champion. And it was replaced with Bullet Punch because All Out Assault after the wars would not do well. No. It would not do well. This would have been cool, like, besides de-evolving, Pokemon getting access to moves from prior stuff. We could have seen Pichu use Volt Tackle. That would have been crazy. Plot twist, AU Ash went on a road trip with Lee. AU Ash doesn't even know Dawn. He probably does contests. And he probably lost to Tobias because Dawn was a finalist at the Sinnoh League. Which means that Tobias is a coordinator. Bruh. Yeah, the fourth image was right. Yeah. Did Lucario unlock Steel Beam by absorbing Bullet Punch? Well, Dragonite learned Draco Meteor by... yeah. In retrospect, we should have seen some shine. Yeah, dude, like, dude, why is everyone in parallel universes basically having the same mons? But it's like, why didn't Go from the other world had a shiny Cinderace? Or a brand new team? Or why do we see the same Dialga Palkia, bro? Yo, Lucario, this would have been imagine Lucario with Drain Punch. Double teams. Like, double team being replaced with Drain Punch, right? So, causes damage with Reversal, heals with Drain Punch, launches Aura Sphere, and he would regain it again. Like, he Steel Beams, Reversals, Steel Beam, lose HP, Reversal causes damage because he lost HP. Drain Punch recovers HP. Aura Sphere, bam bam, yo. This Lucario could have been like a health bar prodigy. Yo, not even AU Dawn gets that. The only thing AU Dawn gets, it's her Baniri having a 4th move, unlike our Dawns. And we are in November and a 1 hour mark. Okay. AU Chloe getting Yamper, bro. Getting Bolt Hunt, bro. Lightning Veil is cool, but where is yeah, bro, where is Extreme Speed? Ash never battled Clara. Bro. Dawn with Bellossom would be cool. Because she got that in BDSP instead of Pachirisu. Yeah, we never saw the Frontier Brains and Journeys. Because again, not Platinum. Yeah, the Chasers having Urshifu because of the pandas of the World Wildlife Fund. That's cool. It's not, she was not Snow White. She was not Snow White. She was actually just the Ice Queen. Go better get this for, yo, the Genome cartridge. Crazy. Crazy. The Genome cartridge is crazy. We do go to Faraway Island. Not with any of these dudes, besides Drake helping Go with a mission, but that's not really about Faraway Island. Bro, Cake Boss made a car, but Leon did not, bro. People hating on Drake for him helping Go, it's a flawed criticism. It's not like Elite Fours are even prohibited from advising non-Ash characters. Yup. Yup. Pretty much. Yeah, because even Drake, when he's there, he advised May. Bro, what did he say? In a Pokemon contest, solid teamwork with one's Pokemon is the most essential element needed to be victorious. So, you need to take it to the most care in choosing your partner. And then to Ash he said, "Young man, I watched your battle, that one against Caesar. Your battle strategy, your ability to think on your feet, and the timing of your attacks. Yes, I was very impressed." Bro, Drake was amazing. We never see the Hoenn Elite Four. We never... It's cool to see Kingdra, I guess. Poor Gordy. The Flanderization of Ash Ketchum is insane. Especially because this is done in-universe by Go. Go met the worst version of this kid. He met the commercial version, not the character version. Again. Lance and Kukui. This girl did battles after the fact. Poor Ice Cube. Poor Ice Cube. Eevee copycat on Arceus and she gets space-time continuum breaking with Stab Judgment, bro. Super Saiyan Blue, God of Destructional Drains. This Eevee was cracked, bro. This Eevee. Yo, this would be so cool because Jolteon is the only female Pokemon Surge has in any game. It's only Jolteon, his only female mon. Okay. Yeah, they got their dumb names. And this was 6 months later. Yeah. Yeah. Ash's whole team all get the win against Kukui instead of, besides Lycanroc, because Lycanroc gave him the tournament win. But realistically, Torterra could have defeated Aggron, and Ninjask could have defeated, and Staraptor could have defeated Ninjask. Because that's like a big issue with Ash battles, is that when he does 6v6s, there is always one Pokemon that never gets a W. Against Drake, it was the Orange Islands Drake, it was Bulbasaur. Against Leon, it was Surfetch. Yeah, there's always at least one Mon that never gets a win, and that's agonizing. It should be a team effort. Yeah, Ash wins, but... The medal system with the rankings never really went anywhere. Oh yeah. Yeah. Production is right, yeah. Despite it all, believing that Ash's Pikachu... Yeah, Pikachu could really defeat that Snivy. Easily. Easily, with one quick attack. Priority? Yup. Pretty much. Yeah, we were having like director changes and all of that. Yeah. Saw this on Reddit, might as well share. A rushed story can forever be bad, but a delayed story can eventually be good. But Black and White 2 is not a good chapter of the manga. 9 years of 6 to 9 years because of hiatuses. How do you feel about the skipped battles in the league? A necessary evil, I guess. Clairvoyance. Yeah, this was so weird because Eevee senses where Koharu is, but Koharu also could sense that, the Ponyta were... Man, what the hell was that shit? Again, like I said, and I wrote, it's the dimensional scream. Bro, what the hell was this, bro? Bro. And Chloe never meets Peonia. And they both have, things with their dads. Oh yeah. Levels. Sun and Moon ended 5 years ago back then. It started 5 years ago, I mean. Yeah. Back then. And Journeys was 2 years old. We saw an Oshawott in episode 30 and 60, but we never saw anything in episode 90, because it was the space-time crisis. Yo, this would be a cool team for an AU Ash, bro. Pikachu, Floatzel, Melmetal, Venusaur, Infernape, and... Yo, cool team. Cool team. Yo, Crunch on Shelgon would be fucking crazy. What an excuse of a tournament. Such a pathetic league must also have an equally pathetic champion. Yep. Yo, Paul should be Ash's first title defense, bro. Yeah. Dawn lost to Zoe in the Sinnoh League. So Zoe went to fight the Elite Four. And Tobias became a top coordinator by defeating Ash. Which means that Tobias is a coordinator with Darkrai and Latios. And Paul is also a coordinator in that world. That's crazy. The other Meowth knows Dark Pulse because it has to be more evil. What was the thing with Lucario Zora here? To check the vitals? Yeah, it's like a sonar. Yeah, he keeps on drinking milk. Bro, this guy keeps on drinking milk. It's... Yo, they call it peppermint in the fucking dub, bro. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. It was 2020, it's not 2020, it's 2000. You wrote it too silly past me. Bro, we never see this. Bro. Peony would be so important for Go. What if the aftermath of the fight between these two is what triggers the creation of the underground hideaways? Exploring the creation of new hollow earth biomes seems fitting for Bro. That implies that events of certain episodes influence the future of others, and they don't. And they don't. Yo, yeah. Ghost trial missions being Poké jobs. Bro. Or, you know, man. Yeah, Alistair showed up, I guess. Since AU Dawn can be a League Battler and AU Ash a Coordinator, that means that AU Brock isn't a Doctor. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Leon does tell Ash, use all three, and Ash brute forces it, but he doesn't feel bittersweet about it or self-doubt about it. He just gets... Because if we count a mechanic as an extra Pokemon, that fight is not a 6v6. It's not. Because Leon G-Maxes twice... Leon G-Maxes twice, so it's 8. Ash G-Maxes 2 times. He uses a Z move. He uses a Mega Evolution. And then he uses Pika-Papow, that's a partner move. And he basically cheats death with, you know, the affection mechanic. That's basically his passive ability in Passio. So if we count mechanics as extra Pokemon, Ash defeats Leon in a 12v8. Let's continue on. Yeah, but James's Morpeko doesn't meet Marnie's. Yo, yeah, the anime referees, man, they need to have a union, bro. Why are they in these places? Getting sandstormed and shit. I will forever headcanon that all Frontier Brains were once League Conference winners in order for Scott to rank them as Elite 4 level. But now, thanks to Journeys, I can't stop theorizing that the fact they could be the Masters 8, they could have been the Masters 8 in the first ever PWC. Not the second part. Not anymore. But I do agree that, you know, all Frontier Brains one time won a League Conference. I can believe that. Man, Legend of Thunder was so cool. Yo, they do... Man, Shiny Giratina would have been so cool to see. Would have been so cool to see Shiny Giratina, bro. We never see Hop. Runarigas was for another chaser of the day. Characters that made Journey Voltner for Pikachu. Yeah, because basically what happens is Dragonite beats Iris, Pikachu beats Voltner, Lucario beats Bee, Gengar beats Marnie, Surfetch beats Rinto, Dragonite beats Iris, Pikachu defeats Voltner, Lucario beats Marnie, Lucario beats Bee, Gengar beats Marnie, and Dracovish beats Drasna. So before Raihan, everyone is like the win giver. Dracovish beating NASA, bro, I wish. Cynthia, just like other champions and characters before her, should not be limited to just a team of 6. Yeah, because we see more of her Pokemon. We see Glaceon, we see Komodo. Like, it is kind of crazy how the champions in reality, they should have more than 6. Like, is Ash the anomaly? Because Iris became a champion with only 5 visible Pokemon. So it's like, is everyone in the world just training a team for the rest of their life and Ash is the exception? Because I'm starting to think about this. Is what we see Ash do, is that the exception? Because even traveling as a group is not normal in that world. Everyone travels alone. Like, man, is Ash the exception? Hopefully Ash's Gengar replaces Nightshade instead of Psy. He replaced both, bro. He replaced both. He replaced both with Sludge Bomb that looked like poop, and replaced and got Dazzling Gleam. Why do you got Sludge Bomb? Use Sludge Wave. Your G-Max move is like an upgraded version of that visually. Bro, random. Dawn's Pokemon don't get anything, bro. They don't get anything. She's bro, she's just there, bro. She is just there. It's crazy. Oh yeah, the summer arc of OS. Yo, Marty would have been cool. But no. What was this about the Alola League? One thing I've noticed about Sun and Moon is that the top 4 of the Manalo, they represent one island. Gladion is Pony because of the Altar of the Sun and the Nebi arc. Kiawe is Akala, Ash is Melemele, Kuzma is Ula Ula because of the Skull HQ and Poe Town. Yes and no. Yes and no. Journey's Year 4. Journey's Year 4. I was the Lulu, bro. Journey's Year 4. This was cute. This was cool. Squirtle using Ice Beam on the sky to make it snow, and then Eevee is born on that day and later on becomes a Sylveon. That kind of makes Squirtle like Sylveon's, you know, godparent. Pierce was Discount Archer. Grass Dark Lilligant would be a perfect counterpart for Grass Fairy Whimsicott. We got a form of Lilligant, but it wasn't dark, it was fighting, and we do get a 4th Kami. We don't get Hisui and Genies, we get, you know, a 4th Kami, bro. Yeah, and you know, Solana shows up 3 months before the games, just like how Todd Snap shows up 8 months before the games. I feel like Journey's 93 should be an episode. No, it wasn't. It was the Reggie and Magnemite. Articuno was 102. But we did go to Seafoam Islands. That I got right. We actually went to Seafoam Islands. Yajima will save Galar. Journeys wants the privilege of continuity but not consequences. Bro, if Yajima was to write if Yajima wrote the Galarian road trip, bro, it would have been way better than Horizon's Terrestrial Course. Mega Punch was the 4th move. Dude, again, Go could not have Absol all the time. He travels with Ash Ketchum. Absol is a barometer of disaster. Like, Absol would not have a rest day in his life. Why do you think Serena didn't have one in X and Y? Bruh. Yeah, bro, James, you're not petrol, bro. You do a good job, like you disguise as other people like in other things, yeah. I'm gonna bookmark this for the memes. Because it is funny. This is like a funny, out of context image. It would be cool to see AU Go and AU Chloe have their own Hisu. Yeah, but like they're not our Go and Chloe, so yeah, the Mount Coronet that they visit in the other world, it's the like the spear pillar. It's in the spear pillar is like another version. Sorry for any noise of outdoors, like the cars are buzzing. Weekends, am I right? Yo, Gintama is so funny, bro. Yeah, I feel like calling Trip as Diet Paul is fine, but only in the context of a joke, not seriously. I do the same by saying that Max was Kid Wally and Kenny's Discount Lucas, but that's just casual banter, no more or less. People, yeah. And Furlex is 100% of the money. You didn't watch BW or you didn't pay attention to BW if you really believe that Trip is Diet Paul. If you say it as a joke, you have to say it as a joke. Never say that seriously, bro. Solving by praying, bro. Bro, solving by praying, bro. Yo, this would have been so cool. Why didn't Chloe meet anyone, bro? Bro, why didn't Chloe meet anyone? Yo, this would have been an amazing triple battle. Yo, this would have been an amazing triple battle. Flying Dark and fighting. I feel like those 3 2-in-1 episodes that we got in Journeys could have easily been the Ether family story building up to their meeting with Ash and Co. in the BDSP. Yo, honestly, preach past me, preach. The BDSP special with Dialga and Palkia should have been, you know, the ramifications of the Darkest Day, because Eternity's banned space-time, and then we would get like Lily focused episodes leading to that shit. Like, instead of, you know, hijacking the first Crown Tundra episode like that, bro. I'm so glad Leon versus Cynthia never happened. Bro, I'm so glad. I am so glad, bro. Oh man, poor Butch and Cassidy. Oh yeah, this is how we started 2022, it was with them. What was this? I do wonder if movie 24 happens next year. Oh yeah, because we had a gap year for a movie. No. Yo, Sorrel and Verity returning for a movie would be cool. Like, oh, they returned. They will probably do it for like the 30th anniversary, like I Choose You movie. It will be like the 4th movie in the I Choose You universe, and then, you know, Sorrel and Verity would return. Amazon Prime, give them 4 episodes to... No. The nonsensical and absurdity are nearly identical. Man, 2-parters are crazy. Journeys as First Sight 100. Man. Honestly, it would be cool if Gengar stayed with Alistar. It would be cool. Go and Alistar are very much similar in terms of their introversion, but you know, they never really have like a moment to speak with each other, because Ash needs to have all the focus. This is a cool shot. I can't even be mad at it. Yo, it would give Ash like the Zorua would be his Gibble. To have like the ghost type quota. Oh yeah, cabin number 4. The great Pokemon race. Bro, how is this the most watched episode? Like, this was on a Tuesday. It was in the cultural festival day. Bro. Personally, Ash being 10 isn't a problem, nor is the floating timeline, but yes, more so the fact that it was stated in Black and White episode 1. They should have kept it ambiguous in my opinion. Protex can age in a Buy Our Toys Kids show. Look at Volt from Beyblade Burst, he went from 11 to 15. Yeah, like, Ash being 10 is not the problem is stating it. Shut up. Just, like, being quiet is a virtue and so underrated, bro. Yeah, another two-parter. Man. People were being hyped for two-parters and I'm here like, bruh, you're being hyped for the bare minimum. Man, it would be cool to see Leaf in the anime, bro. Yo, Erika getting Leafy on was cool as shit. The thing is that it's a Go episode because it's about Pinsir and Heracross, but Chloe went there on her own. Go and Ash hijacked her thing. Not Eve before Eevee's copycatting Braixen's move. Braixen. Oh yeah, because this was a circus and it was like, yeah, circus performer Serena. It should be. It really should. Yo, if it's a circus, it would be so cool. If it was like the performers making a circus, bro. I can see Sean and Miette with these. Bro. Go never got a cup food. That would have been perfect for him. That would have been exquisite. Yeah, but it's not. It's a circus. It's a circus. Yeah, like it's not a contest. It's not a musical. I was like, this feels like a performance stage. Is this a showcase? No. They do meet Serena and she's doing contests in Hoenn. The thing is that she's doing contests but not the traditional anime battle ones. She's doing the spectaculars because they don't trust Serena to learn how to fight. Bruh. It would be nice. We don't get Hop in the PV. We get him later. Beat is not here. Misty and Brock are much later. And Nessa never shows up. Oh man, Ursula, bro. Fucking Ursula. I do like how Chloe has like this affinity for, you know, gardening and shit. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Koharu's little top hat reminds me of the Battle Shadow Lanes. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah. What? Espeon and Umbreon, Prince and the Pauper, Frozen, Alice through the Looking Glass, Vaporeon was the Little Mermaid, and now it's the Nutcracker. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. She was given a lot of outfits for no reason. Yeah. Can't wait for Anipoke Gen 9 to give us the Ultra Space Championships, the Galaxy Coronations. Yo, we're doing Tournament of Power, we're doing like Dragon Ball. We did everything on Earth. Goku defeated the guy the strongest under the heavens, so space, the final frontier. Let's make it a neighborhood. Bro. Journeys 2 and 1 should all be Pikachu. Honestly though, we got it. We got these moves. We got those moves. Yeah, I guess, but you know, you need to adhere to movies that are not Mewtwo's. I'm noticing something about Ash's Lucario. Use 3 moves against Kamonegi and Winden. Evolved and learn Aura Sphere and Hammerlock. Mega Evolved and learn Steel Beam and so on side. Every time they're in Galar, we get a new feat and also a new move. Well, The new feat was not Mega Evolving against Raihan, and the new move was the Kyodai Hadodan. Koharu's Authority, Empress Toto. What the hell? I believe in you, Journeys. Oh, to show like the other gym leaders. Okay. Then I did a Jimmy video. 2022 was Zapdos, 2021 was Moltres, now it's your turn. We got Articuno in 2022, yeah. Question. What aspect of the anime do you feel like what aspect of Anipoke do you feel you would thrive on? Okay, fair. But yeah, like, this is it for 2021. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Make sure to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next part. KuroBlitz out.